Hello, how are you? So we're doing some tarot today. Obviously, I'm in the sun. I love it. Maybe you can go out and get some sunshine too today if you're able. But just wow, whoa, bear with me right now. So just to start off with, this is going to be a continuation of a reading that I just posted to my TikTok. The person that I'm talking to right now, you are currently thinking about some sort of relationship that you have. You're thinking about some sort of, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be platonic, it can be a friend, it could be your aunt, your cousin, your uncle, whatever, your dad. But it's a relationship that means a lot to you. It's very important to you. And you're wondering if there is an equal give and take here. You're wondering if you guys are on equal ground. You're wondering sort of like, you know, are things, am I being generous enough? Are they being generous enough with me? That type of energy. I have a feeling that like it's a bit shaky where you're at right now with this person or with this people, or I feel like it could be, sorry if you can hear, I'm in a park, so I feel like it could be that, it's a relationship that had a pause for a minute and now you guys are back to talking. It could be an ex. You could be talking to your ex. It could be. Use your discernment, okay? Wow, that was sassy. But anyway, so yeah, with that being said, I had the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles all pop up. The only one I was missing was the Knight of Cups, which is funny because I had the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups reversed. So clearly, you're hesitating here a little bit on the action part of pursuing this relationship, or pursuing or continuing it somehow. Maybe you're unsure or uncertain, but either way, it's showing me hesitation there. I could see that, with everything else in your life, generally speaking, we're moving around. You may not be happy with how your life is, but you're moving and doing things in all those other areas. With this, it feels kind of like a standstill. Whoever I'm talking to, you may be somebody who is currently in, or you're just coming out of this period of introspection, of quiet introspection, solitude, whether you chose to embrace it or whether the universe made it happen for you. It's this introspection and solitude that helps you gain wisdom. It helps you gain some sort of understanding. You've been keeping to yourself. Maybe you just have been wanting to keep to yourself, like I said, or you just haven't had a choice. But either way, you were keeping to yourself, and then you gained some wisdom from that. That was the Hermit. I also had the Hierophant. That's a sort of, it is a religious leader, a spiritual leader, but in the context of your reading, it was somebody who is gaining spiritual wisdom. Whereas the Hermit is wisdom for yourself, introspection. Is this what I want? Is this what will sustain me? Thinking about just you. The Hierophant is wisdom in connection with your spirituality, with your soul, or just with your religion. It's thinking about I don't know, could be the dynamics of things around you, could be what your soul needs, or what your soul wants to pursue. Is this feeding you spiritually? Thinking about your connection with your religion, or with your deity, or just the universe in general. I also had the Star. The Star is a healing card. It's also a wish fulfillment card, but all of that is under the umbrella of spirituality. The Star is a healing card, but a lot of people tend to forget, I think, that it's a highly spiritual card as well. So I'm seeing some sort of healing or some sort of developing connection with your spirituality there. That's why I'm highlighting it so much and saying it over and over again. I'm also, I just had a thought. Well, if it's important, it'll come back to me. But yeah, so that is the general energy of who I'm talking to right now. And if that doesn't relate to you, this probably isn't your reading, so you're welcome to click out if you haven't already. But if it is, yeah. Oh, also, this card was also out, the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, also who I'm talking to, like, all of that is going on with you, yes. But the healing is also coming from a situation where you were kind of keeping yourself in it, whether you put yourself in it or you were put into it. I'm not sure. But there was something to do, probably most likely with this relationship that's on shaky ground right now. Most likely has to do with that. But regardless, you were feeling stressed, upset, worried, anxious, all of those bad things. It was about a situation that you were kind of perpetuating yourself. You were keeping yourself there. But with that healing, with the Star card, I'm seeing that we're coming out of it. And with the Hermit and the Hierophant, I'm seeing that those things, gaining that wisdom and that deep introspection is what's helping you come out of it, and it's what you're going towards, rather than sitting in that anxiousness. So again, that is the person that I'm talking to. If that doesn't resonate with you right now, then have a wonderful day. Okay. So, let's see any further information. Where I left off on my TikTok was what does this person need to hear? And I got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So I think some new clarity is coming your way. Might be coming in pretty quick, but I do think that you might be on the fence in a way of, like, the Page of Wands can be, it's about, the page in general is this learning energy. It's an absorbent energy. It's also very excited. It's fresh and new, but it's also just like kind of learning as you go. But Page of Wands, in this reading, I had a feeling that it's like, maybe you're excited about this and you do want to feed into this. It's just that you're hesitating. But I'm seeing with the Page of Wands that, like, you might have this energy to you of, like, if something goes wrong, if your feelings get hurt, you're prepared for, like, that feistiness, you know? There's this feistiness and fire in you. And I think that, well, I don't know, but I'm seeing that it's there. But regardless, it had the Ace of Swords. I think that you're going to be getting some clarity very soon if you haven't already. So that might be a little helpful for you to hear. But alright, let's keep shuffling. Let's see what's going on here. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse, nightmare energy in reverse though, so that's good. Ooh. Seven of Swords, Hanged Man, Eight of Pentacles, and Daughter of Pentacles with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's go through these really quick. Because I'm definitely seeing, like, we do have some sneakiness going on here with the Seven of Swords. The nightmarish energy, I'm seeing that we're rolling past that right now. But I'm seeing that because of that, this is how it was. I'm seeing that because of that, I think that's where what I was talking about, like, you're excited for this or you want this to happen, but we're just, like, kind of prepared. If things go wrong, we're prepared for that feistiness, right? Or with that feistiness. I think that's what that sort of sneaky energy is here a little bit. We do have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about new perspectives. It's also about just fully letting go, fully the word isn't submitting. That's not the word. Surrendering. Fully surrendering to your situation, fully surrendering to spirit or to God if you're religious or whatever it is. Fully surrendering to the fact that there are just some things that you cannot control, or surrendering to the fact that the past has already happened and you can't change it, right? So we have this kind of tricky energy. I do think this might be you, but that's not me saying that you're moving sneaky. I just think that this is showing in the sense of like, you're coming out of such a scary or tense place that a part of you is still kind of on guard a little bit, you know? But moving into full surrender here. After that, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about building. It's about patience and time. Building up a skill takes time. Building your reality takes time. Creating what you want to live in takes time. It's about patience, okay? And then we've got the Daughter, the Page of Pentacles. A beautiful card. She is, I just love this card. It's so pretty. But she is, she is patient. She is kind. She is observant, right? And absorbent. She observes what's going on. She absorbs the lessons that she learns as she grows. So you may be kind of worried in a way, like in the back of your head. It's just like this, like, well, if this person does decide to, leave, or if this person does decide to hurt my feelings, I'll bite them, But it's time to move into this energy of complete surrender. I don't think anyone's out to get you here. Obviously, take it as it resonates and use your discernment, okay? This is a very general reading. It's a YouTube video. But full surrender to the situation at hand. The past has happened. The past is done. You can't change what's already happened, but you can change what you're doing right now. And I think we're moving with that surrender. It's just moving into this observant energy and this patient energy. Perhaps you've already done what you can do. Perhaps you've already, or perhaps you're already doing what you can do, and there's not much else that you can do, right? Consistency, keep doing the good things that are working. But a huge part of it is just that you have to wait, and that's just how it is sometimes. I know you probably don't like to hear that. I'm personally super impatient. I hate waiting. But that's just how it is. Sometimes you just have to wait, and that's okay. We do have the Tower here at the bottom of the deck, which I thought was very interesting. It came out sideways. It didn't come out, but I set it down, I looked down, and it was sideways. So I feel like we're kind of teetering on the edge of something here. I feel like we're in a fragile situation here with this relationship that you're in, that you are just like, it's just so shaky to you maybe. But I do think that when you fully surrender, 333 on the clock, 3 meaning like you're not alone. Your spirit guides are around you, your angels are around you, your ancestors. You have support around you right now, even if you can't see it. I forgot what I was just saying before I said that, but these boots are made for walking. Four of Wands, the Tower again, and the Five of Wands reversed, with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands is a celebratory card. You know, a lot of people get scared when they see the Tower. Me too, sometimes, because I know what it's heavily associated with. It's associated with completely turning your world upside down in a way that stresses you out, okay? But what the Tower does is a beautiful and wonderful and amazing thing. It changes the things that were not working for you to begin with. When you're too scared to let go of something that makes you sick, the Tower makes you let go of it. it destroys it. And then you literally have no other choice but to pursue the things that make you better again. It's a beautiful card. It's just the process isn't always enjoyable. In this case, though, I'm seeing a huge change here, but it's a celebratory thing. And there's a bug on my camera. But, yeah, I'm seeing a huge celebratory change here. It might be like, it might still be like everything is completely changing, or just like feeling like things are turning upside down, completely flipping. But in this case, it's more of like an excitement. You know how some people love storms and other people hate them? I'm seeing this as the people who love storms. You see the storm coming, other people are like, ah, and then you're just like, wow, this is amazing. You know, you're watching it, you're excited, you're standing in the rain, you're listening to the thunder, you know. And this card, I always think about how this reminds me of a portal right here. The number 4 is also about structure. There might be a change to, there's going to be changes to the structure of this relationship that's on your mind. And it's going to be good, because I'm seeing also the 5 of Wands in reversed. The 5 of Wands, to begin with, isn't too bad of a card anyway, but it is conflict. It is tension, but it's sort of like this petty conflict. It's this petty tension. It's kind of like, you know, high school, middle school. It's like something that's easy to overcome. It's just there. That's how I view this card. In reversed, I'm seeing an end to that petty conflict, to that petty tension. Okay, this is the kind of conflict where, like, it is so incredibly easy to fix. Easier than you would think, right? It could be like you guys will have a conversation. It could be just like you'll send that invitation, or they'll invite you officially. It could be like, you know, it's something that's incredibly small and easy to fix. And I do see that happening here. And to confirm it all, we have the 3 of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck, which I love that so much. Wow. And then 3 of Swords reversed, Daughter, Page of Pentacles again. Oops. The Hermit and the Page of Cups. I don't pull from the bottom of the deck like this, but seeing it's like this confirming energy, this sort of summarizing energy to me. It's definitely, we're getting out of this heartbreak situation. We're leaving all of these tense emotions behind in favor of this sort of steady, although new, it's a steadier type of energy. With that Hermit wisdom that you've been developing, we're sort of understanding this relationship and our feelings more. We're going into our feelings. We're going into our heart space. We're acknowledging and accepting the love that we have for this person. And I think there will also be an understanding for you that you don't really have to be on guard all the time, right? Even if this person, like, even if things did go wrong, and even if, you know, the relationship fell off, you would still have love for this person. Yes, you can get upset, whatever. I'm not saying don't get upset. That's a human emotion. What I'm saying is acknowledging the fact that you would still care about them. You would still love them. That doesn't just go away. That's not how that works. And we're accepting that. It's okay. And it's, if anything, it's good. So, alright, what else do you need to hear right now? I see the Ace of Pentacles when I split the deck. I love that. Ace of Pentacles is the beginnings of a sturdy foundation for you. How is this relationship going to play out for them? A reminder, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friend, it can be a family member, it could even be a coworker. You know, making amends with a coworker, you know. It doesn't have to be a huge relationship either. It's more about the journey that you go on with this. It could be a tiny relationship, like, again, making amends with a coworker that you never really got along with. The big thing here is the journey that you go on in mending that. Alright, anyway. So how is this playing out? How does this play out for them? As everything stands right now. How does it end? Wow. Okay, so I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, clarity, Wheel of Fortune, good luck on your side. I'm condensing these way down, by the way, right now. Emperor. Oh, the Emperor. Taking control in something, but without it being like gripping it, you know. Father of Cups. Settling into your emotions in a calm way. In a stable way. The World. A huge cycle it's the culmination of this journey, the culmination of the adventure that you had, and from the beginning to the conflict to resolving the conflict and to the end. That is this card. So how do things play out for this relationship that you've got on your mind? You're definitely going to be receiving some clarity. You're definitely, you guys will be communicating, is what I'm seeing. Or you'll just be receiving clarity from, like, yourself, like, kind of an understanding from yourself. But regardless, it's some sort of communication from them or from you to yourself, where you finally are understanding something here. Things will be looking up. Things are looking up. The Wheel of Fortune has spoken, okay? It's good luck. It's good fortune. It's, things getting lighter and brighter and more fun. The Emperor is confidence, too. It's confidence. It is, I guess, leadership. It is, the card itself is leadership, but this is more about confidence for you. It's more about, you know, being who you are. It's about leading yourself, leadership for yourself. And with the Father of Cups, the King of Cups, these two are about regulating yourself. You're regulating your emotions, you're understanding your emotions, you're accepting them without the need to sort of prepare yourself in any way for, like, doomsday. You know what I mean? I think one of the main lessons of this journey that you're going on is acceptance and love. I think it's understanding that something can end with somebody and you can still leave with love for them. You can still leave caring about them. I'm not saying that it's going to end. If anything, I'm not exactly saying that you guys, if it's romantic or anything, you guys will be together forever or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that everything begins to make sense for you. And with that self-acceptance and that self-regulation, it's just this sense of calm. It's this confidence of knowing, like, you are okay and being okay. It's not like how you have to remind yourself, okay, it's going to be okay. No, it's you are okay. And that's what this World card is saying. So overall, very beautiful energy. I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't stress too much at all. I think that by the end of this, keep doing what you're doing. Keep gaining that wisdom. Keep learning from yourself and from this person and from this situation. Because ultimately, you will end things being a confident, regulated, kind and loving version of yourself. Not to say that you aren't now, but it's just this new sense of, like, the idea of somebody leaving you behind doesn't hurt you anymore. It doesn't scare you anymore. It's almost like a freedom. beautiful energy. But I'm going to leave that here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you resonated, please let me know. Give me a like, give me a comment. Yeah, get some sun today if you can. All right, have a good day. Bye.